Buenos dias, cosmonauts. Akash Network, AKT, is currently the star in the Cosmos ecosystem, pulled a clean 6x year to date. I hope you did not miss out on that move. Also, Levana Protocol is on Osmosis and they're crushing it. I just used them for the first time today. I got the time to really use the product, and I'm going to share that with you in a mini tutorial in today's video. And also, we're just going to be looking generally what is currently cooking in Cosmos, and also news and updates around Cosmoverse. But first of all, let's look into the markets, and nothing much happened. Bitcoin, Ethereum, same. We scroll down to Atom, nothing much happened, same. And I told you this, guys, in the last video, like, I believe we're right now in this phase where we are entering the driest phase of the bear market, which is going to be pretty much very boring. However, there's one coin that just doesn't care. There's just one coin that just does its own thing. And that coin is Akash Network, AKT. So the first question is, why is AKT going up? Why did they pull a 6x? My first intuition is because they were just severely undervalued and got hit really bad during the bear market. So this is just a repricing and AKT reclaiming its fair valuation. On the other hand, they're not just coming out of this bear market as a survivor. They're coming out of this bear market extremely strong, and they've been constantly building throughout the bear market. And their flagship product is actually a GPU marketplace, which is highly anticipated for a long time. And you all know that cloud, AI, those are big narratives, and also in the general tech industry, not just crypto, but tech in general. This is a narrative that a lot of VCs, investors, and retailers are betting on. Then we also have none other than Jeremy Allaire, who is the CEO at Circle, tweeting about them because Akash actually just integrated on the testnet stable payments, which means that USDC is now a settlement currency on Akash. One of the things that is also very exciting is the Akash-a-thon, which is an Akash Network specific hackathon. And the interesting part is that I'm also a jury member here. So I'm part of the jury. Cryptocito, you can see here. Gregor Zuri, obviously the CEO and founder of Akash. And there's also others like Sarah Dian, Vladi, Sean from Secret, and Mohammed from Shade Protocol. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting. My first time being on a jury panel on a hackathon. And also, I'm on the jury for the AEZ Boost hackathon, which is the very first Cosmos Hub specific hackathon. So I'll be there as well. Another hackathon that they're actually hosting is Hackmos, which is the official hackathon of Cosmoverse, October 6 and 7. And that's an in-person hackathon. Akashathon and the AZ Boost hackathon are both virtual hackathons, but this one is an in-person hackathon. And if you're in Istanbul, Turkey on October 6 and 7, or if you're coming to Cosmos anyways, and you're a hacker or developer or coder or whatever, then come to this hackathon. Also follow us here on Twitter at HackmosHQ. But going back to Akash, a lot of things are aligning. The AKT 2.0 roadmap is making waves. They are also just, a very strong tech team and have a strong community as well, which is also really what matters. But honestly, I think it's just a matter of time for other coins to pull an AKT move. Strongly recommend you to go watch this video. 5 undervalued Cosmos coins for 2023. In fact, we also covered Akash here, which was my coin number 5. This is no particular order, but was one of the 5 coins. And there's some others, right? Osmo is also one of them. So I think those coins are going to wake up and they're going to pull an AKT move. Now, that said, let's actually do a very quick Levana Protocol walkthrough or mini tutorial. Levana Protocol is a perpetual DEX that is built on top of Osmosis. So Osmosis is a DEX as well, an AMM, but Osmosis is also a chain, an L1 in Cosmos, right? A layer 1 blockchain. And they implemented permissioned Cosmoverse, which means you can deploy smart contracts on top of Osmosis. If you want to use Levana, first of all, you need to bridge your Atom, Osmo, or wrapped BTC from Ethereum through Axelar onto Osmosis, because those are the three pairs or three coins that you can currently leverage trade on Levana. So I'm going to do this right now here in real time. Currently, I have 0 Atom on this wallet. This is, by the way, my public portfolio wallet. We got 1.9 here. Let's just put 1.9 here, actually. Let's approve the transaction. And then close this. And we should have it very soon. Then where do you go? If you go and swap here, you can just do a normal swap. But you can also go here on apps. Levana is on the top here. But before you start trading here, I strongly suggest you to learn as much as possible and read as much as possible about this, because this is extremely risky, right? Holding Atom spot already is risky because it's a highly speculative, volatile, and risky asset by nature. Leverage trading Atom with up to 30x leverage, which you can do here, is crazy. Absolutely crazy. This is like for the degens, hardcore people that are just risk affine, that are just open to take insane amount of risks, right? And also willing to lose everything, to be honest, because this is actually for experienced traders. Now, there's actually two things that you can do right now on Levana. You can either trade or you can deposit collateral or liquidity, and you can earn an APR on that, which is pure real yield APR generated from the fees. Now you can see that by default, it shows me here that I have $16 roughly as collateral that I can deploy. If I want to switch it up, because obviously we're trading an Atom here, it's 1.89 Atom, but equals to $16. Also, very important to note here is that Levana does not have any stable coins. And that is very important for multiple things. One of them is because there's no impermanent loss. Now, if I'm a degen and I want to go 30x long, the max on Atom, I'll just say I deploy $10 here, $10 US, which is 1.2 Atom. And you can say I can go long until 30x leverage. What you can also do here, and this is for more advanced traders, you can say, okay, I want to go long, but I also want to have my profit, my target profit price, which is when I actually realize my profits. So you can set a price here, an Atom price. Obviously, it has to be above the current price. And you can even set a stop loss price, which obviously has to be below the current price, but also above your liquidation price, because the liquidation price is the price at which you lose all your collateral, which is 1.2 Atom, right? So if you say, okay, I want to put it above, I don't know, at $8.30, I want to set my stop loss to just mitigate the damages. And in that case, I would probably lose 50% of my collateral, but also we can just decrease that risk by setting a lower leverage. And let's actually do that. And we are degens, but we're not full on degens. And you can also see like how your liquidation price is moving down, right? So if you're very bullish on Atom longer term or midterm, you can set a lower leverage. And you can see that your liquidation price at $6.50 is quite conservative, right? Obviously, this can always happen. Atom is a speculative, volatile asset, but that's what it is. Now, what you also have to take into account, because this is not for free, right? You actually have to pay, in fact, 3 different fees. One is the borrow fee, which is an hourly rate, basically your funding rate, to keep the position open. Delta neutrality fee, in my understanding, is paid to ensure that the liquidity providers are not taking on exponential risk. And the trader fee is just to basically open the position. Now, if we want to go 10x long with 10 USD collateral, take profit, let's say at $20, we want to take our profits, stop loss. And this is just for demo purposes. Like, this is not at all based on any TA or anything. I haven't even looked at the chart, to be honest. Don't just blindly copy that. This is absolute just purely for tutorial purposes. But we can open along here. And now we can see that we're currently in a 10x position long on Atom. And our total position size, entry price, take profit, stop loss, bam, 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 bam. Now, if you wake up 2 days later and you say, I want to change my position, I don't like it anymore, you can either adjust your collateral. So you can increase or decrease that. You can adjust your leverage, which obviously changes your liquidation prices and all these kind of things. You can change your take profit or your stop loss. And I think this is really cool to be able to have this flexibility just from a UX perspective. Also, what we just did is we just did a market order. You can also put a limit order. You can say, I want to go long on Atom at a 10x leverage with a limit price when Atom is at $7.50. So if I go to sleep and overnight Atom hits $7.50, it would automatically trigger a long position here. So this is really cool that you can also set limit orders. And I think this is very simple, intuitive, great UX. One thing that I would add here is, in fact, that you can directly have a small button here or something where it pops up a window that says, bring your assets onto Levana, top up your Levana trading account, which basically in the back end would be an IBC transaction from the Cosmos Hub chain or even another chain through IBC onto Osmosis. In terms of earning, I mentioned to you earlier, that's the second thing you can do. Now, what you can do here is you can deposit liquidity. And it's very important that you understand this, because this liquidity is used by traders as counter collateral. So if they win, you can also see, if the traders win, your collateral is removed from the liquidity pool and your position loses value. If they lose, your tokens increase in value. And the thing is that a lot more traders lose than win. This is number one. And number two, there's also fees directed to liquidity providers that would counter this risk that I talked also about earlier. So if you actually deposit, let's say $5 in Atom, I think it's just got increased. You will currently earn 56% yield on your Atom in Atom. So you currently earn 3 times as much as you would earn if you stake your Atom. And this has no unlock period. So you can stake it or you can deposit it and you can immediately unlock or withdraw it. The XLP, the only difference here is that this has a 45-day unlock period. So if you lock and deposit your collateral, your liquidity here, and you want to withdraw it, you have to wait 45 days, which is twice the length of unstaking on the Cosmos Hub, but also for 4x the APR. And this APR only comes from fees. Now, why is this APR so high? It's so high because, to be honest, we only have right now 366 traders, which is not much. And also volumes and liquidity, even though this is a lot. I mean, 380,000 is a lot for a brand new protocol. But the more this increases, the more the user numbers go up, the more liquidities in the pools, the more the rewards will dilute, which means the more the APRs will go down. Now, still, let's do that experiment right here. Deposit 5 USD in Atom in the LP, the normal LP, not the XLP. And then we also have to approve this transaction in Osmo. And I think this should be it. And this was it, yeah. So apparently the cap was just raised as I did this video. And now let's actually see if we can withdraw our yield. We see that we have $5 sitting right here. I want to withdraw 100%, withdraw to wallet. Also, by the way, quick correction here. You can actually click here on transaction fees and you can change your fee token. So you don't only need Osmo, you can also use Atom, Stride, or USDC. Actually see if that works. If I use Atom as the gas fee on Osmosis, and it should work. And then I should have withdrawn my liquidity here, $5 US, boom, and done. And if I go to trade, I would see I have a balance of $5 something. So, but anyways, let's go back because I actually want to earn this yield, but let's actually do it on the XLP. Anyways, this is pretty much it. I think it's very cool. Go try out Levana, go read all the documents here about providing liquidity, the risks, especially because this is extremely risky. You can also delegate your Osmo to their node, to the Levana node. which is also their revenue model, because as of my understanding, like the protocol does not generate any profits here. This is purely directed to LPs, as of my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it's also how they achieve these high APRs for LPs. Now, different seminar, different topic, Cosmoverse quick updates here. You can currently purchase your general admission tickets. And I would actually, if you're planning to come anyways, I would do this right now. Why? Because these tickets are $79 and they include lunch, the proper hotel buffet lunch, which is a crazy lunch. I've had it. It's insane. So you don't want to miss out on that. It also includes obviously access to the conference, to every single room, food and beverage during the conference. There's breakfast included, everything. Like you buy this ticket, you come 3 days, you have nothing to worry about. You get free merch, you get every single thing. If you are wanting to speak, you can apply here. Also, if you want to sponsor if your project, you can apply here. If you want to take part in our pitching competition, I'll probably make a separate video about that. We have a lot of cool things cooking here. Host a side event. If you're a VC, student, developer, media, you can apply for passes here, complimentary passes. And if you want to lock in your stay at the hotel venue, which is the official venue of Cosmoverse, you can book your room here, 250 euros per night, including breakfast. But yeah, this is it. Now here's a final Alpha League teaser, which I just want to share with you. And that is Sei Network, which is going to make a big splash this coming week in crypto. And you can actually see that Sei is already here on Mintscan. And you can also see some interesting things right here, which is something that you can just think what that means. And also, if you get your Sei airdrop, which is confirmed, there's going to be a Sei airdrop for the Luna, Solana, and Atom community, also for testnet participants. Then you can stake that with us, with Cito. We're one of the 35 Genesis validators, which is amazing. We're very grateful that we could join that set. I think Sei is going to have a big splash and make big waves. And also, I'll have a Sei Network 360 coming up this coming week, which is where you get everything from A to Z about the project, its origins, its purpose, competitors, chain architecture, investors, and all these kind of things. That's about Sei. Stay tuned. Get ready to claim another airdrop here. And that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Be good, and cheers.